playoffs are coming. And when it gets to that point where Pat now has something to play for, and it's getting close to playoff time, I said, Mahomes is still Mahomes. And you will understand it once the playoffs get here. And I'm telling y'all, y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that. Oh. You know, it's funny. I think I did say that. I'm damn near 100% that I did say that. Mike, do you think I said that?
Yeah.
Oh, these poor people. Y'all let Joe Tooney, a guard, left guard, come out and play left tackle against arguably the three best pass rushing defenses in the league in Houston and I mean, not the Ravens.
They are.
I
I
mean,
don't
not the
think
Ravens.
there's not
It
three
was
other teams that have a three better pass rush than them three.
Yeah. I mean, so they beat the Houston
Right.
Texans. He played phenomenal, and then you have him play up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and before that it was Cleveland when he had to play up against Myles Garrett. So I'm thinking to myself, hey, this guy comes in and look what happens with the offense automatically. Mahomes starts to get more comfortable. He feels better. They start getting the ball out quicker, right? Everything changes. And then all of a sudden, here comes our guy, Hollywood Brown, who opens the field up even more now because now you can't just target on Xavier Worthy. You can't just target on uh, Travis Kelce. You can't just target on, uh, Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. You there's so many weapons now at his disposal, and now that you've shored up the offensive line a little bit better, this just makes things even better for Mahomes to come out and say, "Hey, hello, you guys remember me? I'm the guy that won Super Bowls, Super Bowl MVPs, has won two MVPs. Y'all forgot all about me. Y'all been hyping up Josh. Y'all been hyping up Lamar. Everybody forgot about me. And they have the best record. They win the AFC number one seed. What did you say about Mahomes? You said
He should
there's
be in
no
MVP
he
conversation
he should be in the MVP conversation.
because the thing with MVP, and I'm not saying he should win. I'm saying at the minimum he should be in the conversation because the MVP, like it changes year to year. For
Yeah,
1 year it's about stats, 1 year it's about wins and who's the one seed, who has the best team,
yeah.
and then it's just very inconsistent. And then on top of that, it's just a quarterback award. So if that's because I think and because I was watching what was that, the facility with like Acho and them and LaShawn McCoy and all them. He
Yeah.
makes a good point. He was saying I think people are getting like because they got the definition of MVP and then Offensive Player of the Year.
Hmm.
But I think people are getting them confused because what a lot of people are describing as MVP is basically Offensive Player of the Year, which is who is the better overall player for the year, like stat wise. That's basically what that is.
That to me is what it's always been. It's been
Yeah,
like who's had the best stat line, right, for the whole season. But you can't be MVP if you have a losing record, number one,
right, right.
right?
And that's the thing. And that's the thing because, like, obviously, I think the race, like, in totality is between Lamar and Allen.
Yeah.
But my thing is that people are arguing Allen's he should be the MVP because he has more wins and he beat the Chiefs and the Lions. But I'm like, if you're gonna use that for Allen, then how come Mahomes is not in the conversation?
It's funny, huh?
He's 15-1.
Ain't that funny? The
Yeah,
only
and then
game,
like,
the only game he lost was to Buffalo, and we all understand Buffalo beats Kansas City every year in the regular
and but
season.
not only that, they had just won 15 in a row. They were going to do a L at some point.
Of course, at some point they were
So it's
going to
just
win. They were
like,
going to lose.
yeah. So like, but my thing is just like it's very inconsistent and like, man, Lamar. I'm gonna put it this way because I'm like I said, I'm not saying Mahomes should win. I do think if they go 16-1, he needs to be in that conversation. But man, Dad, this dude is almost going to pass for 4,000 yards. He's going to get 4,000 yards.
You think he's going to
40
if
t-
they sit him? If they sit him, because he's at
he's going to play.
3,900.
Yeah, I think he'll play. I think he'll play. But listen, he'll let's say he does this 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, and almost 1,000 yards rushing. He's at 850 something right now. Let's say he gets 60 yards or 70. That's almost 1,000 yards rushing, on top of having 40 touchdowns
Lamar
and
will.
5 picks.
Yeah,
Come
that's a
on,
pretty damn
dude.
good season. That's a
Come
pretty
on,
damn good
dude.
season.
That's never listen. That has never happened
Yeah.
in NFL history where a quarterback is throwing for 40 touchdowns, 5 picks, 4,000 yards, and still ran for 1,000 yards. Come
That's what
on,
I said.
dog.
That's why I said I didn't know if they were going to play him or not. But you're right. They probably will play him. It's funny because Lamar doesn't get the props that he should. Everybody's so quick to jump on the Josh Allen bandwagon.
But you know it's crazy, and I was just listening to this little video yesterday. It was a little podcast. They was talking about this, and they was talking about the NFL Golden Boy and all this kind of stuff, and they was trying to make it seem like, well, first of all, I think everybody came to the conclusion that Lamar could never be the NFL Golden Boy, and we know why.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mahomes, on the other hand, they're talking about how Mahomes is, but Mahomes had to fight to get to that point.
Because they
It
didn't want
wasn't
to give it
like
up. They didn't want to give it up from
exactly.
Brady. They did
I
not
mean,
want.
it's
They did
hard.
not.
It's hard to deny a dude as the top next guy when he comes in and wins MVP throwing 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the AFC Championship the first year, then goes to a Super Bowl and wins it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of hard to deny that, and then he's just continued to be on that trajectory. So,
Yeah.
and I was just talking about how, like, man, the NFL, everybody, they're very biased when it comes to Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
They've
When
been
it comes
riding
to
these.
Lamar, but I'm
They've
not.
been
I'm
riding their
excluding.
coattails.
Yeah, I'm excluding Mahomes out of this because everybody knows Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. I don't care. Lamar, I think he's had a better season than Mahomes, but overall, in totality, Mahomes is the best. We all know that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to compare, because those are the three juggernauts outside of Mahomes. You got Allen, Burrow, and Lamar. But when it comes to Lamar getting compared with these other two, they are very biased and very harsh on Lamar
Very.
compared to especially Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like, man, look, and I think Josh Allen is very good. I think he's very talented. He's obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but they do not give him the same scrutiny that they give Lamar. And Lamar is a two-time defending MVP.
Isn't it crazy
Like,
though? Isn't it crazy how
that's what I'm saying.
it's
It's
like they
it's
don't. It's like
crazy.
they don't think that we can see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they don't think we can see what they're doing. And I'm thinking to myself, listen, Lamar is a beast. He's a problem. Why
And
are
like,
you not
I put it
giving
this
him the
way.
kind of credit that you're giving Josh?
Hey, I put it
But
this way.
here's their reasoning though. Here's what they said. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they said. They said the main reason why is because he's got Henry. So it's not like it's unprecedented for him to go out there and show that he is the best QB or the best offensive player in the league, right? It's not unprecedented. He's done it before. He's done it 2 times before. Me, though, the way I look at it is they're trying to say Josh Allen is doing this with less. Well, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. From the jump, from the jump, Josh Allen plays in the worst fucking division in the NFL for the last 15 fucking years or more. You want to know why? Look at what Tom Brady did while he was there in that fucking division, and what other team besides the Buffalo Bills later actually became anything. Not a one. They ain't did shit in 20 plus fucking years damn near. The Jets ain't been shit. Miami ain't been shit but 1 year, and they weren't even shit then they went to the playoffs. Miami ain't been shit. Buffalo wasn't really shit. I remember for years they were fucking horrible until Josh Allen got there, and they just now started making a little bit of noise.
Yeah, within the last like 3 years. The last 3 years is when they really popped up. Well,
exactly.
3 to 4.
And New England was the only team in that division that was worth the thing, right? So let's be honest. That division has been shit for a long fucking time. A long fucking time. Everybody's so quick to point out the fucking Chiefs playing in the AFC West and how nobody else in that division has done anything. Well, let's be honest about that as well. The Chargers
you got
are probably
3 teams.
You got
3 teams with 10 more wins.
Yeah, the Chargers are going to go to the playoffs. The Broncos are going to probably make it to the playoffs, and the Chiefs.
Yeah, the only ones that's not doing shit is the Raiders, as usual.
Name a time that you can remember, besides Miami going last year with Buffalo, that they had more than one team go to the fucking playoffs from that division. Name a time. There wasn't one. Not really, not in a long fucking time. It's been a long time. If I remember right, the last time they had any team coming out of that doing anything, even close to doing it, was the Jets, and Sanchez was the fucking quarterback there, and he was fucking horrible as well.
Hey, was Revis on that team?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
For a little bit.
Revis and I want to say
they had a couple of guys
I think Curtis Martin had already retired.
Yeah, he'd already retired. But they haven't had nobody there. They haven't had anybody there. That division has sucked ass. So when you look at Josh Allen,
they had a couple years. Brandon Marshall was there, but he wasn't really all that.
But when you look at what that division has done, and then you say, "Oh, Josh Allen is doing this," well, look who he's fucking playing against.
And hold on, that's another thing. If I remember right, the Bills are like 2-3 against playoff teams this year.
Yes. I mean, I can't say for sure if that's yes or no, but I will say.
I think, because I was just looking at it the other day, I think that is right.
Okay. Hold on. I hadn't looked at it, but I'm saying I think you're right as far as that goes. But think about it. They ain't played nobody in that division that is worth a shit. New England ain't been shit in years, right? The last time they were really worth a damn is when Tom Brady was there, right? And when he was there, he was giving Buffalo the fucking business. So let's be honest. Buffalo just came on. They just came on and started being something. So he's not playing against nobody. That division has always been bad. It's only one team in that division that ever really comes out of there to be shit. Yeah.
It'll be the Ravens or the Bills in the AFC Championship. I'm going to be honest with you. The Chiefs can handle both of them.
Oh, I think they can. That's not a question.
Especially because they're like both of them. Like the Ravens. To be fair, the Ravens defense has been playing better. But
okay, I'll be fair with that.
Yeah, but the way the Chiefs' offense has been looking these last 3 games, and they haven't even used Diop.
No. Top of that, we're going to go to the quick pass to get the ball out quicker, to get our guys, our playmakers, a chance to make yardage, to make plays. And that's been working. And it's basically making up for the run game. It's just basically like a little run game scheme. I mean, that's basically all it is. So they've made up for that by, simply saying, okay, our interior is not as strong as it was. We can still run from time to time, but we like our chances now that we have a sufficient, enough passer, pass
I
protection
got a
anyway
question
on
for
the
you.
outside. So, what's up?
I got a question for you. I got a question. So, Tony has been playing great. I
Yeah.
think the combination with, I think what's actually also helped him is the fact that they have turned to the quick game, the
Yeah.
quick passing game to take a little pressure off of him.
Yeah.
But what do you think they do if Humphreys is healthy? Do you put him back at left tackle and put two? Because I will say, like, our run game has dipped because of that. I think our run game is dipped because Keanu's been doing good, but he's not Tooney, especially in the run game.
Yeah.
So,
So,
like, well, here's my thing, because, like, I'll put it this way: if Humphreys is good and he's, because even when he played that first game, yeah, he was a little rusty, but as the game went along, he started getting a little better. He got a little better,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if since they went to this quick pass game and they're trying to get the ball out, if he can be serviceable and he's good, because he is a veteran, he's not like he's gonna be liver out there. If he's good to go and he's good to play, and you can put Tooney back at that guard spot, and you can have the run blocking, and they can incorporate that quick pass game still
Yeah.
with Humphreys. Overall, I think that's a better. I think that'd be better for them offensively, because then they can still run the ball in between the tackles like they were before.
So I'm gonna say
But
this.
it just depends on his health, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
say this. This is what I see as how I think they're gonna handle it. If Humphreys is available and he's healthy, they're gonna put him back at left tackle. Now during the time off that they're not gonna be playing. So here's what I think is gonna happen. To be honest with you, I think they're gonna put Humphreys in the last game of the season. I think they're gonna, if he's available and he's healthy, they're gonna put him back at left tackle. Humphreys will go there, and Tooney will go back to his guard position. I think that that's the best thing you can do. Now, here's the thing. If it comes down to it, and Humphreys is not cutting it, and he's having a problem
oh yeah,
with
they'll
pass
just go
protection,
back.
they'll just go back and kick Tooney back out to that left tackle. Caliendo will step in at left guard, and they'll be fine because they've done it already. And I think that Mahomes will not have a problem with it. He'll understand. And they'll adjust their offense to go back to that, hey, look, we're not going to be as strong running the ball inside. Let's go back to the quick passing game. Let's start, hitting these guys with these little, 3-yard outs, screen, wide receiver screen, tight end screen, things like that. They'll start doing all that stuff again. Mm-hmm. I don't think it really matters because the Chiefs can actually play whatever way they need to, because they've proven it all season that whatever they need to adjust to win, they can do it. None of that shit bothers
I
me.
agree.
None of that shit bothers me.
Yeah, I was just really bringing it up for, like, run game purposes. Because I do think, because I do think they're going to have to run the ball a little bit, like, especially in the playoffs. Like, they're going to have to lean on that a little bit more going forward. So,
and I think that's why they didn't give as many snaps and as many carries to Kareem going down the stretch, because they want to keep Kareem healthy for the playoffs, because he's a hard back to bring down. And the season seemed like it just kind of flew by, right? And I remember from every week how people had so much to say. And I watched all these pundits and these talking heads talk about the Chiefs don't have it. They don't look the same, this and this and that. Now, all of a sudden, end of the season, everybody wants to, man, the Chiefs are dangerous, man. They just look different. Well, what's funny about that is we told y'all this. We told you it was going to happen. I'm still trying to figure out why more of y'all are not watching what the hell we be telling y'all. It don't make no damn sense. It really don't make no sense. Hey, listen. Quit watching these guys who get paid to say shit. Quit watching the guys who get paid to say certain shit. I don't get paid to say this shit. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
I wish.
Yeah, I do
I
wish I
wish you
could.
would.
But on my own merit, not because somebody's want me to make it good for
Oh yeah.
TV, you know.
True.
So, but just remember this.
No, it's the refs. It's the refs.
No, well,
Oh,
maybe it's the refs. Maybe that's what it is. It's the
it's
refs.
the refs.
It's the refs. So just remember this. As time goes on, teams that have won multiple championships and have played a lot of games throughout the season, every season, and especially as the Chiefs have, they're not going to play lights out every game because it doesn't do anything for them. They're not going to put themselves in jeopardy of not making the playoffs. They're not. Those type of teams don't do shit like that, especially when they're good teams. They don't. But when it comes down to, hey, it's nut up or shut up time, they'll be there. You can always count on them, right? And just like we said, the Chiefs will be the Chiefs. They are the Chiefs. There's nothing that's changed.
Hey,
Only a few names. That's probably about it.
you know what's crazy about being a Chiefs fan right now? The
Hate?
amount of hate and like saltiness is at an all time high, bro. Like
They love to
these,
hate you
hey,
just to
these
love to
people,
hate you again.
bro. These people despise the Chiefs, bro. It is funny,
That
man.
was
They
the
be
same.
like,
I don't think I said the same right. They love
"Oh,
to
they
hate
those
you just to
Chiefs."
love you again. That's what it is. They love to hate you just to love you again. You know what I'm saying? It's that
Man, that's
old saying
crazy, man.
where we love to build people up. We love it when they ascend, right? But then we love to tear them down. We love to tear these guys down. And what's fucked up about that is that once they get down here to a certain point, it's all bad for them. You know what they do? When things start going back and they start winning again and this and that, then everybody wants to cheer for them. Oh, they're so great. They're back again. I remember this. I remember that. No, you keep that same energy you had when you was talking all that shit about them. How you was ready for them to be losing. I'm so sick of the Chiefs. Remember all that shit? I remember. I see all your TikTok videos. So, that's the thing about it. If you can't find a way to beat them fairly, right, then you've got to make up reasons why you lose. You got to
You know what's
make up
crazy?
reasons why you getting your ass kicked.
Hey,
Well, we're getting our ass kicked because the refs are cheating, or we're getting our ass kicked because the NFL is rigged, or we're getting our ass kicked because Vegas wants the Chiefs to win. You know what? Y'all are tiresome. You
but that don't even make
motherfuckers is
sense.
tiresome. Y'all
That don't even
can
make sense
make up your
because
mind.
man, that
Yeah.
game. What I think it was just the game we just played, where Kelce it was fourth down, and Mahomes found Kelce right in the middle, wide open. They called
Yeah.
it back because of that bogus.
Yeah.
Remember when they called the flag on Juwan Taylor? I was like, wait a minute, let me see that.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
said,
see
let
what
me
that
see
actually was.
that.
And lo and behold, it was a bullshit flag that shouldn't have been called because it wasn't a hold.
It was not a
So I'm
hold.
just sitting here like, if the refs was in on it, why would they call that? Because that was that drive. I think they scored. I think they was going to score a touchdown on that drive. The way they was
Yeah.
moving that ball,
Yeah.
especially after that play. That play, that took. I think they had to kick a field goal that play or that drive. But I'm just like y'all like it's like that. What game was that we played where they called a? I think it was on Jawan Taylor. It was a fourth down play, and they called it back.
Yeah.
And then I think the Chiefs ended up scoring on that next play. I can't exactly remember. But you got people talking about, oh, the Chiefs, and I'm like, bro, they just got called for a fourth down conversion.
Oh, let me
That
tell
took it
you.
away. I think it was a touchdown, actually. It
Let
was
me.
a touchdown that they called back because of that. And I'm like, well, y'all just y'all just gotta appreciate greatness. Y'all did this with the Patriots, and well, I mean the Patriots.
I will
They
put
had some
this.
good
I will
stuff.
put this. I will put this out there so you know about it. So today, Dorian Shout out to D-Rob. Dorian sent me this thing on Instagram. And on this Instagram, it's these guys who are talking about a rule that's in the NFL for offensive linemen. So you know how we're always talking about how in the NFL, guys like Lane Johnson at right tackle and Jawan Taylor, it always looks like they're leaving early or they're actually moving and the refs aren't calling it. And they're talking about their kick leg, right? Well, in the NFL rule book, there's a rule that says that they can actually reset that kick leg anytime they want to, as many times as they need to. Didn't know that shit.
You know what's crazy?
It's a rule. It's a
But
rule.
people are
and
saying
they're bitching about it, saying that it's cheating, that the NFL is rigged it for the Chiefs. No, it's an old rule. And the thing about it is that's why Jawan Taylor doesn't get called as much for it, and neither does Lane Johnson or any of the other right tackles or left tackles, right?
and he's actually and then that's another thing. They're saying he's jumping early, but I'm like, bro, he's moving. He's literally and I'll give him credit because like I was watching some replays. There was like 10 plays of him snapping up, like moving with the line or whatever. He's literally moving at the same exact time Creed Humphrey is snapping that ball. I mean, it's like a robot. As soon as Creed snaps that ball, his leg is moving.
Well, I thought it was
it's
funny.
Insane, bro.
I thought it was funny because what they're saying is that a lot of people are complaining about this, but he's actually taking advantage of the rule. He's not breaking the rule. He's using the rule to an advantage to help him get an advantage. And if I remember right, if the rule is there and he's using it, there's nothing illegal about it. You're just pissed off because you didn't know the fucking rule. And you're complaining because your team can't fucking make adjustments to fucking alleviate him readjusting his kick leg.
Yeah, and then people hating on McDuffie too because of that play where Pickens was going out of bounds and he fell. Yeah, and they're trying to say that McDuffie pushed him, and I'm like, bro, do y'all actually watch?
No, they don't.
And pay attention, bro. They don't. McDuffie didn't even touch him; he just fell. Pickens just fell and lost his footing.
People are weird. Bro. People are very weird.
Come on, man. Oh, and another thing,
they want to believe whatever they want.
Trent McDuffie, top 2 corner. I don't care what nobody says. You can have him at 1, you can have him at 2. But he ain't at 3 or 4. I tell you that. He had 1 or 2. You want to interchange him with Surtain? You want to interchange him or Surtain? You want to put Surtain ahead of him? I won't argue against you.
Hey, them two.
Anybody else? You ain't putting nobody else ahead of Trent McDuffie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, them two dudes right now. But Trent McDuffie has been playing lights out here the last 2 or 3
He's had 3 turnovers, 3 forced turnovers in the last 3 games.
Hey, and let's give a shout out to Jaden Hicks. Jaden Hicks.
Yeah, him too.
Hey, the last 3 games, two forced interceptions, 2 interceptions, and on top of that, in the last game against the Steelers, he had 2 downhill hits, man. That boy.
He really been doing that the last couple games too.
He knocked. Hey, I swear to God, he knocked the skin tone off of Warren. He knocked the shit out of his ass, and I mean, it was a lightning rod. He hit him hard. That boy is a thumper, and he loves to come down and hit. I watched him hit him twice.
Hey. No, when he did the Pickens when got caught with the flag. That was funny.
Well,
hey,
look,
I hope that if Watson can come back,
man, it'd be nice.
Oh man,
it'd be nice. Dude. I don't know how in shape he's gonna be, but you know, like I said, we give him some time. If he's gonna be available, we'll see. It just kind of depends on where he's at physically. So. But look, we didn't want to make this a long video tonight. We wanted to kind of keep it short. Tomorrow, there are games that are going to be on. You guys, we're recording this Friday night. You guys will see it on Saturday. So we wanted to make sure that we got something out to talk about what has happened over the past week. Also talk about a couple of things we think were going to happen. Hey, I'm picking Denver to actually beat the Bengals. I think Denver can beat the
Dang.
Bengals. The Bengals have a long road to hoe as far as trying to get into the playoffs. I don't know if it's possible, but I think they're going to have some tough games to try to prove it. So, the Vikings game versus the Green Bay Packers going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one too. So, but we wanted to come on here and give a little bit of what we saw happen throughout the week, talk about some of the things we've heard, and on top of that, we wanted to just tell everybody thank you. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Thank you guys for subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And if you're finding our channel for the first time, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you're made aware of any of the new content we put out. We do this on a weekly basis, and we try to bring a little bit of fan insight to your favorite team if you're a fan of the Chiefs. And then if you're not a fan of the Chiefs and you're a fan of another team, and we talk about your team, sometimes it's not in the right light. So
Sometimes it ain't never that right. Like,
so we
not with me.
want to apologize for that. But if you have any comments or any questions, and even suggestions, leave it in the comments section. But we want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys again next week here on the Cavecast. I'm Big Temp, that's Big Mike, and we out, y'all.